Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group. Today is Wednesday, October 8, 2025. So the federal government has been shut down now for a week. That's 5 trading days for the stock market. And I don't know if the stock market's either ignoring that or celebrating it, but stocks on the major indexes are up in those 5 trading days, anywhere from about 0.5% to 0.8%. So decent moves in the 5 days. Stocks were down a little bit yesterday, rebounding today so far. And not a lot going on this week. We get the Fed minutes later today, tomorrow the jobless claims. And I think it's not much going on, and everybody's kind of waiting for next week when third quarter corporate earnings start getting reported. And that'll be some fresh news. And then obviously later in the month, the anticipation of an interest rate cut. Another item to point out is that gold has reached $4,000 an ounce for the first time ever. As we know, it's been on a run. There are some strategies. And also, what looks to be interesting too is that maybe gold's going to pull along some other commodities. If there's any interest in either gold or these other commodities, we have some strategies, some ideas love to share with you, again, if there's an interest. The last thing I want to point out too is that France is kind of in trouble. The government's failed again on Monday afternoon. It's one of the shortest terms that a French government has ever been, disintegrated. And that they've got their troubles. They're going to try to form another government. A lot of divisiveness there as well, like here in the U.S. But also they went through a credit downgrade. Fitch Credit Reporting downgraded France's government debt a couple of weeks ago, and then from there, not participating in a government debt auction from France. But I'm seeing reports that they have trouble selling long-term debt. And they've got to finance their federal deficits as well. So this is, I think, bears watching that there may be, this may be, other countries, including the U.S. At some point, as the markets reject the bonds that the government's trying to sell. I'm not suggesting it's going to happen, but I think it's an interesting what's happening in France and whether it flows to other countries in similar situations. So thank you for listening. Please like, share, hit us up with the questions or comments. We enjoy them, and we'll be back on Friday. Thank you again. Goodbye.